2008. The world faced one of the most devastating financial crises in history. Banks failed, millions lost their homes, and the global economy was on the brink of collapse. But how did it all happen?
1.7% here.
We're down over 16%.
The stock market is now down 21%.
Because we're now down 43%.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
The seeds of the 2008 crisis were planted years earlier. Low interest rates and deregulation in the financial sector fueled a housing boom. Banks, eager for profits, began offering subprime mortgages, loans to people with low creditworthiness. To make matters worse, these risky loans were bundled into financial products called mortgage-backed securities, which were sold to investors worldwide. In 2006, housing prices peaked and then started to fall. Homeowners who had taken out subprime mortgages could no longer afford their payments. Foreclosures skyrocketed, and the value of mortgage-backed securities plummeted. Banks like Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers were heavily invested in these securities. As losses mounted, their survival became uncertain. The tipping point came in September 2008, when Lehman Brothers, one of the largest investment banks, filed for bankruptcy. This was the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history, sending shockwaves through the global financial system. Panic spread as credit markets froze, making it nearly impossible for businesses and individuals to borrow money. To prevent total economic collapse, governments around the world intervened. In the U.S., Congress approved a $700 billion bailout plan, known as TARP, to stabilize banks. Central banks slashed interest rates and injected trillions of dollars into the financial system. The bailouts were controversial, with many arguing that taxpayers were rescuing the very institutions that caused the crisis. The crisis didn't just affect the US globally. Millions lost their jobs, businesses closed, and countries like Greece and Ireland faced sovereign debt crises. The crisis highlighted how interconnected the world's financial systems had become, and how fragile they were. In the aftermath, governments introduced stricter regulations to prevent a repeat of the crisis. But questions remain. Have we done enough to safeguard the economy? Or could another crisis be looming? The 2008 financial crisis was a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked risk and greed. It reshaped the global economy and continues to shape our world today. What do you think? Have we learned from the past, or are we doomed to repeat it? Share your thoughts below.